Atmashtakam, page number 43.
मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्तानिनाहं मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्तानिनाहं न च श्रोतजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न च संज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्तो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थ न वेदान यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे मृत्युः न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः न मे मृत्युः न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धु न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शेषः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकार्यरूपो अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकार्यरूपो विधूत्वा च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्धः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्.
How many newcomers are there? Please raise your hands. Okay. As we do the meditation, you will be, some senior Sahaja can sit next to them and guide them through the meditation. वैभव इसके साथ बैठो, उनके साथ कोई और बैठे. We will be doing a minimum balancing and how to go into meditation. After that, the people sitting next to you will explain Sahaja Yoga to you. There will be Sri Mataji's talk on realization. It's in English. You can follow English, no? All of you can follow. Okay. Old Sahajogis will be doing the process of Kundalini raising and giving Bandhan. That will be taught to you later on. Jai Shri Mataji. ಆ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹೊಸಬರು ಬಂದರೆ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅವರನ್ನು ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜೈ ಶ್ರೀ.
जय श्री माता जी. ಜೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಈ ದಿನದ ಧ್ಯಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ and will seek permission for today's meditation. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪವಿತ್ರವಾದ ಪಾದಕಮಲಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ. Mother, please forgive us for all our mistakes. Kindly give us permission for today's meditation. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಈ ದಿನದ ಧ್ಯಾನಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನೆಲೆಸಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಹೃದಯವನ್ನು ಶುದ್ಧಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಶುದ್ಧ ಆತ್ಮನನ್ನಾಗಿಸಿ. Mother, please come into our heart. Kindly purify our hearts. Bless us to become a pure spirit. By keeping our attention in our heart, we'll raise the Kundalini and take Bandhan. ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿತ್ತವನ್ನು ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಿಸಿ ಕುಂಡಲಿನಿಯನ್ನು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂಧನ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಮೂರು ಮಹಾಮಂತ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶ ಮಂತ್ರ.
ತ್ವಮೇವ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಶ್ರೀ साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
ಈಗ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಡಿಯ ಶುದ್ಧೀಕರಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡೂ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಮದರ್ ಅರ್ತ್. ಎಡಗೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರ ಮುಂದೆ, ಬಲಗೈ ಭೂಮಾತೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಡಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನೆಲೆಸಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಎಡಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೊಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಧೆಗಳನ್ನು, ಅಸಮತೋಲನವನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದು ಭೂತತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಎಡಭಾಗವನ್ನು ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, kindly remove all our left side problems, all kinds of imbalances and the impurities, and dissolve into the Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, kindly purify our left channel and establish the complete balance. Shri Mataji, please bless us with a pure desire and the true divine knowledge. Shri Mataji, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಶುದ್ಧ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿರ್ಮಲ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಬಲಗೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರ ಫೋಟೋ ಮುಂದೆ, ಎಡಗೈ ಆಕಾಶದ ಕಡೆಗೆ. ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫೇಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೈ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, kindly remove all our right-sided problems, all the excess heat, all the futuristic planning, all kinds of imbalances. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಲಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೊಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಧೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅಶುದ್ಧ ಚಿತ್ತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಭವಿಷ್ಯತ್ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದು ಆಕಾಶ ತತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಲಭಾಗವನ್ನು ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಶುದ್ಧ ಚಿತ್ತವನ್ನು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮದರ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ us with a pure attention. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ಭೂಮಾತೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಿಸೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ us keep our both the hands on the Mother Earth. O Divine Mother Earth, please forgive us. We are touching you with our feet. ಶ್ರೀ ಭೂಮಾತೆ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾದಗಳಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸ್ಪರ್ಶಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹವನ್ನು ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಭೂಮಾತೆ. ಶ್ರೀ ಭೂಮಾತೆ, ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಸಮತೋಲನವನ್ನು, ತೊಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಧೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೀರಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮತೋಲನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮಾಡಿ. O Divine Mother Earth, please suck away all kinds of impurities and the imbalances, all the negativities from our body. Kindly purify us completely. Please awaken all your qualities within us. ಶ್ರೀ ಭೂಮಾತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರ ಫೋಟೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಇರಿಸೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ us keep our both the hands towards ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಸಹ ನಾನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, I forgive everyone, including myself. Mother, please come into our Sahasrara. Please take us into the state of Nirvichara, into the deep meditation. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹಸ್ರಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಬಂದು ನೆಲೆಸಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಿಚಾರಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧ್ಯಾನದ ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ. Mother, please give us the experience of meditation. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದೇ ಧ್ಯಾನದ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರ ಪ್ರವಚನವನ್ನು ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಸ್ ಪ್ರವಚನ್.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. At the very outset, one has to know that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it. We cannot imagine about it. We cannot organize it. We cannot change it. The unfortunate thing is that we cannot know it at this human awareness. I came to Bangalore and people brought beautiful flowers to me. Very beautiful flowers. We take all these flowers for granted. We don't even think how one seed can give these big trees, can create this beautiful atmosphere. Also how these trees and plants and bushes, all of them, how they grow up to a limited area. How individually they produce whatever they are supposed to produce. Look at our eye. What a complicated thing this eye is. What a camera it is. How many things it does. We never even think how did we get this camera fixed here, which is doing so many things. We just take everything for granted. And also I must say, that science cannot tell you how. It can say it is. Whatever they find, honestly they say it is. Beyond that, they cannot say how. Now, we have to also think about one more thing. That we have become human beings from amoeba stage to this stage we have come. But is this the absolute that we have reached? Is this the end of our evolution? If it was so, there would have been no problems. We all would have been very different people, all understanding. So we turn to scriptures which says that you are to be born again. Some say you must have Atmabodha so that you get your mokshas. Some say that you have to become Vali. What is it they are talking about? They are people of different awareness. And if you try to understand that they are talking of an absolute nature of human beings. The absolute nature of human beings is the spirit. Now I would say that you should not take me for granted also. Whatever I am saying should be treated like a hypothesis. And if you think it is right, and if it proves, then you have to accept it. If you are honest, to accept it as a law. So these divine laws, we do not know how it works. And as it is, we never think about them, we also do not know about them. As Dr. Talwar and Dr. Brian Wells is in charge of 7 hospitals in London. He's an authority on alcoholism and drugs and I don't know what else. But what he was describing, the plight of the West, is no less here also. We also in India have so many problems which they may not be aware, but we must know that there must be some solution to this. Now if you study the problems come to us from where? Ecological problem. How does it come? It comes from human beings. You go in a forest. In a forest, as long as there are no human beings, you will not find anything dirty. Everything clean, beautiful, no smell, nothing. But if you find anywhere that is dirty or something filthy, know that there's some human being living there. We have created ecological problem. There is a big understanding, rapport in the nature. And the whole thing works in a circle. But we human beings have been given specially a freedom to seek the truth. While seeking the truth, of course, we go wrong. We hit here, hit there. But unless and until we have found it, we are not going to be happy or satisfied. And moreover, apart from finding it, it is the last breakthrough of our evolution. If we do not become the spirit, we are not yet complete. And we'll go on fighting with ourselves, fighting with everyone, struggling all the time, till you have found out what you are. We have had many saints in our country. It's a yoga bhumi. Definitely it's a very great country of spirituality. But all this knowledge is your own. This is your heritage. This is not coming from West. This was all here discovered. But as we are more enamored by the Western knowledge, by Western things, we do not want to see what deeply lies in this country as a great knowledge, not only that, but the solution for the emancipation of human beings. It's not only for the emancipation of human beings, but also for the emancipation for the and for every individual. Now this Kundalini is pure desire because all other desires are not pure. Supposing today I want to buy a house. So I'll struggle to buy a house, but once I have bought it, immediately I'll start thinking of something else. As you know, economic science is this, that in general, wants are not sexual. The reason is these are not pure wants. The pure want is really, whether you are aware or not, is to be the spirit, to be connected with this all-pervading power, which does all living work. This connection has to be established, otherwise we are not going to be restful. The stress is nothing but the struggle to be that. All these diseases are because of our mistakes in a way that we are blind, because we haven't got knowledge. Supposing there is darkness, you start walking now here, you might hit anyone, you may fall, something might happen. So it's not that you are sinning or anything, but you are ignorant. You do not know how to go. It's the blindness, like Kabir Das has said. Kaise samajhaun sab jaga andha. They all didn't know, they got frustrated. Most of them got frustrated. Person like Gyaneshwara, who wrote in his Ganeshwari in the 6th chapter about Kundalini, went into a samadhi, living samadhi, at the age of 23 years. So you can imagine how frustrated they must be that they cannot talk to you people and tell you what is for your benevolence. So anxious that you should have your benevolence. They did all that, what that was possible under the sun. But somehow or other, people never understood them. Because we are so conditioned. Either we are conditioned on the left side, as doctor has said it. On the left side, we are conditioned because we are very ritualistic. Whatever, we are born in a Hindu religion, so we are Hindu. Born in a Muslim religion, Muslim. Born in a Sikh religion, we are Sikh. But we never even think that maybe all these religions must be coming from the same source. Maybe all these incarnations and all these prophets might have been the flowers on the same tree. But we just think we are the best. We have got everything and the rest are all horrible. That's how the quarrel starts. Actually, we are somewhere else and those who started those religions are somewhere else. They are all related to each other. Even Christ has said, those who are not against me are with me. Who are those? We never try to find out. Every religion started with great ideas of spreading righteousness and ultimately self-realization, Atmanubhuti, Atmabodh and Moksha. Of course, it has deviated because it did not find the truth. It should have found the truth and it would not have deviated. All these deviations, you understand, when you really jump into that new awareness where you have complete light to see the truth. The Spirit is the source of that truth. The truth is absolute. It is not whether it is red or black. It is absolutely what it is. For example, if you have about 10 children who are realized souls, you tie up their eyes and ask them, please, tell us what's wrong with this gentleman. They feel on their fingertips the vibrations of a person. If they raise this hand and this finger, say this is something wrong here, that means he has a bad throat. And you ask the person, have you got some throat trouble? Yes, I have, but how do you know? All the children will say the same because it is absolute. So whatever you achieve in your evolution, you achieve on your central nervous system. For example, if there's a dog or a horse, and if you want them to go through a dirty lane, it's easy for them. They don't bother about dirty or they don't even worry about colors and aesthetics, nothing of the kind. They'll just walk off. But a human being can't, because in his evolutionary process, he achieved that sensitivity that he knows what his filth is. His nose can feel it. His eyes can see it. His ears can hear it. In the same way, whatever we have achieved so far in the evolutionary process, we have to achieve now a higher awareness, and that awareness is called as collective consciousness, Samuhik Chetana. That means, who is the other? The microcosm becomes the macrocosm. You become part and parcel of the whole. And when you think of anyone, you can feel it on your fingertips, whether he's dead, living or away. What's the problem with that person? If you know how to correct those problems, you can cure that person. Because there is Atmabodha, you also know about your own centers, which are basically 7. There are many centers, but basically you have to know 7 centers. And once you know about these 7 centers, you can easily correct them. It's not difficult. It's not at all difficult because it is so innate. It is built in. For example, you are sitting there, you can see I'm wearing a white sari. I don't have to tell you, just see it. It's there. In the same way, it's the easiest thing. That's why it is Sahaja. Saha is with, Ja is born. Born with you is the right of this yoga, this union with the divine power, which is all pervading, the Brahma Chaitanya, is your birthright as human beings, and you all should have it. But one must know that you cannot pay for it. How much do you pay to this Mother Earth for sprouting the seeds? Anything who asks money for this kind of thing, know that he's a cheat. How can you ask money? Because God doesn't understand money, banks, does he? It's your headache. He never created money, he created you. And you created money and all these headaches. But when people start selling God, it's a great sin. And please understand that you cannot pay for it. Some people have all kinds of gurudom these days. All kinds of fake gurus have come away. Everything is money oriented. It cannot be money oriented. It has to be spirit oriented. And in that I would just say that you must find out from the disciples. First you should find out what kinds of disciples they have and what kind of people they have created, and then you should believe. I have known people, I have this guru, I have that guru, but what has he done for you? What have you got out of that guru? Have you got any powers? Are you peaceful? Are you healthy? I am a mother. I would say if you are retaining a guru, at least he should keep your health all right. They've got cancer here, they've got cancer here, they've got bankruptcy, they've got all kinds of problems, and here they have a guru. What's this of having such a guru when the guru is himself prospering very much and the disciples are all becoming sick and ill and poverty-stricken? It's very important to understand that this is Kali Yuga and this is the time these things were to happen. And then after that you'll be amazed that you'll find that your life has become a miracle. It's a miracle. You are helped all the time by this divine power. You become absolutely an instrument of that divine power, and you know how to handle it and how to work it out. It is your own right that you should have it. And I don't know why you shouldn't have. But it is not attractive to look at because we don't know. We are not very pompous people. We are not dealing in the advertising department and all that. So it is not so pompous. But it is definitely very helpful for the whole world now. That's the only solution one can think of, that people get transformed in such a absolutely transformed. You must have heard these people Sanskrit. Yeah. You have heard these people singing Sanskrit. Imagine. They have been in Sahaja Yoga, some of them are 2 years, 3 years. Sanskrit and all that they are singing. You know, formerly I remember if an Englishman was here, he had to tell him, for even saying that Darwaza Band Karo, there was a banker. Otherwise he wouldn't understand. So if you had to say that Darwaza Khol Do, to there was a cold day. Otherwise they couldn't speak. That was their condition. Their tongues would not move at all. To say Sanskrit, I mean, language and all this. The way they have understood and the way they enjoy our Indian music and Indian things is very surprising. Because you become absolutely adjustable, adaptable and absorbent. You absorb things very fast. So many people have become great artists and musicians and writers, orators. So your personality, which is glorious, starts expressing itself. You are glorious. Believe me, you are all glorious. Only thing, you are not yet connected. Like any instrument, say a television, if you take it to a remote village and show the villagers and say that in this one you can see the pictures from all over the world, they will say, how can it be? Because it is such a little box. We are also like that box, we think. We are not. We are fantastic. We have to just get connected to that all-pervading power. Only thing is that formerly people used to go to Himalaya, stand on their heads, cleanse their chakras one after another, do all kind of penances, sufferings. In Sahaja Yoga, you don't have to do anything. Nothing has to be done. But there's one thing, that you have to become a collective personality. For that, you have to attend our centers. We are humble people. We don't take money. We don't have elaborate things. But we have the truth with us. So you have to come and learn all these things for not paying any money or anything, and you should become a master. Within 1 year, people become masters. 1 year. But I have seen some people become master in second day. It's such a spontaneous happening that it doesn't take much time for them to master it. Maybe Purva Janma's depth that they had, that they get this kind of a tremendous effect of their Kundalini awakening. Now, this Kundalini is your mother. She is your individual mother. Like a tape recorder, she has taped you everything within yourself. She gives no trouble while getting awakened. Some people have written horrible things about the Kundalini, maybe they don't want you to get realization. It is not so. Please believe me, she is your individual mother. And she is anxious to give you your self-realization, your second birth. She looks after you more than your own mother, who took all trouble upon herself to give you birth. We Indians can understand a mother, and we know how she has looked after us. In the same way, this Kundalini rises, and she gives you this realization, and this is her life being completely, she thinks that all her lives she has been working it out, and now the fulfillment has come. You also feel extremely fulfilled. I just say that my lecture, this short lecture and short stay, is too short, and you may not feel very much satisfied with it, but makes no difference. Whether I give you lecture or don't give you lecture, whether you ask me questions and answer you, because now I become an expert on answering questions. Even if I answer your questions, it's just a mental acrobat. It has nothing deeper. What is best is to get your Kundalini awakening. And there's no guarantee that if I answer your questions, then you will get it. But if you have any questions, please write them down and give it to the organizer here, somebody who is organizing, and I'll try to send answer to that. I'm sorry I'm here only for 1 day. I should have been at least here for 2-3 days. But maybe next year I'll be here for a longer period with you. Thank you very much. It's a question. क्या है? चिट्ठी है. So I'll do it later on. Must be somebody sick. You can go to our centers and can get cured. We have someone here who will tell you how some people got cured even in Bangalore in my absence and how it has worked out. Can you tell? Where is Manohar? Where is Manohar? Just tell them. It's very surprising. Manohar, just tell them, please. It's all right. You tell them how you cured people in Bangalore.
Hello. We had a person who stays in Padmanabh Nagar suffering from asthma for 18 years. When it was approaching winter, it was not possible for him to move out anywhere, and he used to almost be bedridden. After he came over to our center, he started getting vibrations from us. He knew who Sri Mataji was, and within a month, he started feeling the relief.
Too much light on that.
And after about 2 months, he was totally relieved of asthma. Today, he is able to go about in winter or even in the open mist and dew without any warm clothing. In fact, last year when we had gone for the International Sahaj Seminar, he was in the water, sea water, for almost an hour. And he was surprised himself how he could go through such a thing. Apart from this, we have another lady who was suffering from acute, this, what do you call it? What do you call it? Not eczema. Not eczema. Not that lady. Yashoda. No, Yashoda. Excuse me 1 minute. Yashoda? Yeah, sorry. it is sinusitis. It was acute sinusitis, very badly congested. For 10 years she was suffering. She could not even do her normal household chores. She couldn't move out anywhere. And when she got into Sahaj, of course she was doing some other yoga, and she thought she would get relief from it. She wasn't that for quite some time. And after getting into Sahaj Yoga and started feeling the vibrations, she got a total relief from this. And today she is perfectly okay. And yet another case we have of a lady who had elephantiasis and eczema, and swollen legs. Yeah, it's elephantiasis. And her knees were totally stiff. She was unable to walk for over 10 years. After she was coming to our center and taking a treatment, we have some very simple treatments like foot soaking, etc. Within 6 weeks, everything started gradually reducing, and she started walking without aids. Today she's walking normally, absolutely normal, without any aid. So these are some of the great standing examples of how Sahaj Yoga cures people.
It's not only, you see, there's one point you should see there, that it has a very scientific basis. You know the modus operandi. You just don't know, somebody goes cured, nothing of the kind. Not only that, I do cure. In the sense, I don't say I cure it because your Kundalini cures you. But anybody can do it. Anybody who's a Sahaj Yogi can do it. And they know what it is. It's a medical science of parasympathetic nervous system, about which the doctors don't know much. It's the control of the parasympathetic. So one should, it's not something in the air that you cure someone. It's not like that. So would you like to have your self-realization now? All right. May God bless. Now, there's one thing. I think you all come and sit down. Sitting down would be better. All of you, please sit down. Please be seated. No, not necessarily on the ground, but the people who are standing, I was saying. It's surprisingly, even sitting on chair or even above me, you get realization. This is what is. Our Creator is so anxious to give realization under any circumstances. Whatever may be the style of sitting, whatever you may be wearing, whatever you may be, have your self-realization. But then you have to respect it. You have to come to collectivity and you must grow it. Otherwise, again you'll get into trouble and again you'll get into trouble. But I still don't understand why not. Sit down, sit down. Please be seated. Just sit down. Now, there are 3 conditions. First, I must confess that I cannot force it on you. I respect your freedom. Unless and until you want it, I cannot force it. So who do not want to have self-realizations can go. I cannot force on you, please. And it is civil not to be here. The first condition is that you should not feel guilty at all. You are a human being. Have respect for yourself. Actually, you have to be prasanna about yourself that you are a human being and not to be angry with yourself. In no way you should feel guilty. Those people who tell you are a sinner and all that, I don't know what to say about them, but as far as I am concerned, you are my children and I don't see any sin. Of course, there are devils and there are Rakshasas also, I agree. But still, I would say that it's better to forget about them and know that you are human beings and not to feel guilty at all. That means you should be pleasantly placed towards yourself. This is first condition. If you feel guilty, then a center on the left hand side called left Vishuddhi starts coagulating. With that, you develop a disease called angina of the heart. You develop spondylitis and many other diseases which are caused by lethargic organs. So please don't feel guilty. You don't know, it has a very bad effect. God has not made us human beings to feel guilty. Not at all. So please don't feel guilty at all. That's first condition. Second condition is that you have to be extremely confident about yourself. You should know that you are a human being and you can get realization. Don't doubt yourself. If you start doubting, then the Kundalini also says, all right, let us wait for a while. So don't doubt. Please don't doubt yourself. You have to be extremely confident about yourself. And the third condition is that you have to forgive each and every person without thinking about them, in general. Now many people say it's very difficult to forgive. Whether we forgive or don't forgive, what do? Do nothing. But if you don't forgive, then you play into wrong hands, unnecessarily. I mean, the people who have tortured us are happy, and while those who are being tortured are feeling unhappy. So this is not fair to ourselves. So forgive everyone without thinking about them. Even thinking about them is painful. So best thing is not to think about them, but forgive everyone. It's very simple to forgive. Just to say, I forgive everyone, finished. See, you'll feel much lighter. Such a load you are carrying by not forgiving. In this small lecture, I know I could not tell you everything about it. In English language itself, I don't know how many thousand lectures I've given, and there are other languages as also I've used. So, you should not feel upset about it. Gradually know everything. You have to take out your shoes if possible, because this Mother Earth helps us a lot. Now, please put your both feet apart from each other, because there are two systems, left and right, on the Mother Earth, apart from each other. Now, you have to put your left hand towards me like this, because the left side power is the power of desire. And you have to desire. You have to ask for self-realization. This is a symbolic expression of that. Put your left hand towards me. Right side is the power of action. So with the right side we nourish our centers on the left hand side. First we nourish our heart on the left hand side. Heart is the center where the spirit resides. Spirit is the reflection of God Almighty in every person. If you are the spirit, you become your master, because it guides you, it gives you light. So the second center is the upper portion of your abdomen. You put your right hand and press it hard. Upper portion. On the left side. On the left side. No. Please put right hand on the left side. Yeah. Now press it hard. Can someone show? Now this is the center of your mastery. This is created by great Sadgurus, great masters for us, which is to be awakened. Then you take down your hand onto the low portion of your abdomen on the left hand side. Yes, left hand side. Now press it hard. This is the center of pure knowledge. The rest is all avidya. This is vidya. Pure knowledge means that the divine knowledge that works on our central nervous system. This is the most powerful center because through this only we can work out the manipulation and the, it's not a very good word, manipulation we should say, but we can work out how to manifest the working of the all-pervading power. Then we go back. We go to the upper portion of our abdomen, again on the left-hand side, press it hard. Then we go back on our heart. As I told you before, the center between the angle between the neck and the shoulder, which is a left Vishuddhi, is in danger when we feel guilty. So now put your hand there and please turn your head to your right. I have already told you the dangers of this center. It is quite common that one feels guilty for nothing at all. Now, take your right hand on top of your forehead across. Now bend your head as far as possible. This is the center where we have to forgive everyone in general without thinking individually about anyone. Then we have to take this hand back. Just now I am showing you, later on we'll get into it. On the back side, on the optic lobe as they call it, and push back your head as far as possible. Now this is the center where without feeling guilty, without counting your mistakes, just for your satisfaction, you have to ask for forgiveness from the all-pervading power. Now stretch your palm fully. I am just telling you, it is sahaj, effortless, but I am just telling you that how you raise your own kundalini. Later on it will be even much easier. The center of your palm, stretch your palm, center of your palm, you put it on top of your fontanelle bone area, which was a very soft bone in your childhood. This is called talamyam, talu, here. Now, push back your fingers as far as possible and put down your head as far as possible. Push back your fingers and put a good pressure on your scalp. Now, try to move your scalp slowly, clockwise. Scalp, not hand. If you push back your fingers, you can do it better. Put down your head, you can do it better. That's all we have to do. So what happens? When the Kundalini passes through this Agya Chakra, between the optic chiasma, which is very important also to know that it's a very constricted chakras, and the Kundalini has to pass through that constricted area, so you have to forgive. If you don't forgive, then it won't pass. So please try to remember, it's the most important thing is to forgive everyone. Then when it passes through, you become thoughtlessly aware. You are aware but thoughtlessly aware. In Sanskrit it is called as Nirvichar Samadhi. It takes hardly any time to achieve that. Then it breaks through the Brahmarandra here. Through the talu, that means you get the actualization of your baptism. It passes through and you start feeling the cool breeze coming out of your head. Also you start feeling the cool breeze on your fingertips, sometimes in the hand. Sometimes it comes like a jet. Sometimes it can be hot. If you have not forgiven, then it would be hot. Or if you have a liver trouble, also could be hot. So please try to forgive. That's very important, to forgive everyone. Now we again put our attention to our feet, put them apart from each other on the Mother Earth. Put the left hand towards me. You can take out your spectacles because you have to close your eyes now. And don't open your eyes, please, till I tell you. Now, please start. If there's anything tight on your waist or on your neck, you can also loosen it a little. Sit comfortably, neither bending nor stretching yourself too much, but comfortably straight. Now, put the left hand towards me and right hand on the heart. And please close your eyes now. Here, you have to ask me a very fundamental question about yourself. In your heart, you can call me Mother or Shri Mataji, whatever you want to call me. Mother, am I the spirit? Ask this question within yourself 3 times, with all sincerity, which is a fact. If you are the spirit, you are the spirit. But if you are the spirit, you also become your guide. Because the spirit, despite it's an absolute thing, it has the light of absoluteness, which shows what is right and what is wrong, and so you become your own master. So please take down your right hand in the upper portion of your abdomen on the left hand side and press it hard. And here ask another fundamental question in your heart. Mother, am I my own guru? Mother, am I my own master? At the very outset, I have told you that I respect your freedom. I cannot force pure knowledge on you. You have to ask for it. So please take your hand in the lower portion of your abdomen on the left hand side. And here you have to say, ask, Mother, please give me pure knowledge. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. You have to ask 6 times because this center has got 6 petals. Now, raise your right hand to the higher chakras because the Kundalini has now started moving as you are asking for pure knowledge. So now we take our hand, right hand, on top of the center of Guru, which is on the left side in the upper part of the abdomen. Press it hard there. We have to nourish our centers now with our self-confidence. So please say it in your heart 10 times with full confidence. Mother, I am my own master. Mother, I am my own master. Please say this 10 times with full confidence. I have already told you that you have to become the spirit. You are not this body, not this mind, not these emotions, neither these conditionings and this ego, but you are pure spirit. So please raise your right hand. Now, onto your heart. And with full confidence, please say 12 times, Mother, I am the Spirit. Please say 12 times, Mother, I am the Spirit. This all-pervading power is the ocean of knowledge. It is the ocean of compassion and bliss. But above all, it is the ocean of forgiveness. So whatever mistakes you have committed, they can be easily dissolved into this great ocean of forgiveness. So now, please raise your right hand in the corner of your neck and your shoulder and turn your head to your right. Here you have to say with full confidence 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Please turn your head to your right. Say it with full confidence. I have already told you, whether you forgive or don't forgive, you do not do anything. But if you do not forgive, then you are playing into wrong hands. So we have to forgive everyone in general without thinking about individuals. Please raise your right hand on top of your forehead across and put down your head as far as possible. Here you have to say not how many times, but from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Mother, I forgive everyone. Say it from your heart. Now, please take your right hand on the back side of your head and push back your head as far as possible. Here now, without feeling guilty, without counting your mistakes, you have to say to the divine power, just for your satisfaction, O divine power, if I have done anything wrong, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. This you have to say from your heart, not how many times. Please forgive me. If I have done anything wrong, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. Now, the last sentence. Stretch your hand fully. You don't do anything. Don't say mantras. Don't force yourself. The Kundalini will do the job. Now, stretch your hand. Stretch your palm fully. And put the center of your palm on top of your head, where it was a soft bone in your childhood, the fontanelle bone area, the talavya. Now push back your fingers. This is the Brahma Randra also here. Push back your fingers as far as possible. Put down your head. This is important. Put down your head. And now you have to move the scalp 7 times very slowly clockwise. But here again, I cannot cross over your freedom. You have to ask for self-realization. So for 7 times, you have to say, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Press it hard, bend your head, bend your head, bend your head. Push back your fingers, push back. Now move it clockwise. Please move it clockwise, your scalp. Now, please remove your hands and open your eyes slowly. Put your both the hands towards me like this and don't think. You can do it. Just don't think. Like this. Not too far, like this, comfortably. Don't think. Now, please put this right hand like this. Bend your head, and see with your left hand if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out of your talu. Don't put your hand on top, but see for yourself. Sometimes it comes up to a point very close to the head, or sometimes it's quite far away. So please see for yourself. Bend your head, bend your head. Now, please put your left hand towards me. Now bend your head and see for yourself. Don't doubt yourself, don't doubt. Please see for yourself if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out of your head. Some people get it too far and some people get it closer, but don't keep it upon your head, away from it. Now, again, once more, with the right hand, please put down your hand. It's done. I don't know, there are no trees, but I could have shown there's no breeze outside. There's no trees, but there's no breeze outside. Now, please put your hands like that. Those who have felt cool or hot breeze out of their fontanelle bone area, or on their fingertips or on their hands, please raise both your hands. The whole of Bangalore has got it. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Now this is, you have gone beyond your mind. So don't argue about it, discuss about it. Some people might not have got it, maybe some physical problem is there, mental maybe, something wrong, doesn't matter. But I would request you not to discuss it with anyone, but just enjoy it. You can feel on each other's head also the cool breeze. You can feel in each other's heads also the cool breeze. I'll be coming after 1 year. I'm sorry, but there is a very good center here, and we have got very good Sahajogis here who are extremely honest, extremely kind, compassionate, and very beautiful people. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಈ ದಿನದ ಧ್ಯಾನದ ಫಲವನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾದಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮದರ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸರೆಂಡರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೋಟಸ್ ಫೀಟ್. ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಆದಿಶಕ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ದೇವ್ಯೈ ನಮೋ ನಮಃ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಬೌ ಡೌನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಆರತಿ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಆರತಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಣ.
में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा, माँ कर दिया उजियारा। कलियुग में माया है, कलियुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो ये सके जो सेवा, हो ये सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी, सरस्वती, महाकाली, त्रिगुणात्मिका, कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति, माता जी। निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
ಜೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ವೈಲ್. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಈಗ ಸಾಮೂಹಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕುಂಡಲಿನಿಯನ್ನು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂಧನ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಲಿ ರೇಸ್ ದ ಕುಂಡಲಿನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಬಂಧನ್.
ಜೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಹೊಸಬ್ರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ. ನ್ಯೂ ಕಮರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರೇಸ್ ಯರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. Sahajogis, please take a look at the hands raised, and people sitting next to them, kindly guide them. Sri Mataji has spoken in a nutshell. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸಹಜೋಗ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕೇಳಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತವ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇದೆ. If they show interest in continuing, you can tell them how to raise Kundalini, give Bandhan, also foot soaking, and give them the introduction book. Take down their phone numbers and names, and tell them the centers, ask them where they stay, and tell them where the centers are. Prati Hage Bhanuwara, every Sunday we have 10:30 center here. Only 17th is a puja, you cannot attend that, but otherwise every Sunday we have here. So please, those sitting next to the newcomers, take care of them. Jai Shri Mataji. ಭಾಷೆಯೋ ಕೇಳಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ. If they want some other language, please look into it.